Hello, Sudoku fans, and welcome to your daily dose of New York Times hard Sudoku dopamine. We will get started right away with these couple of ones blocking down here and this one blocking across. So here's a 1. And yes, will you look at that? We have the 5, 6, 8. They block here, here, and here. We need to have a 5, 6, and 8 in these 3 squares. And the 8 and the 6, of course, block here. So here must go a 5, and a 6 and an 8 go in these 2 squares. Which one is it going to be? We don't know yet. But we know that these can't be 5, 6, and 8. Therefore, they must be 1, 3, and a 7. That also doesn't seem to be quite possible. 1, 3, 7. No. 2, 4, and a 9. 4, 9, 2. Nothing really to do here yet. 8 and 9 must go here, here, or here. We have a 5 in one of these squares, though, because of this 5 blocks down, and we have this 5 blocking across, giving me a 5 here or here, blocking up. So 5 in one of these squares, and we got a 4 here, here, or here. The 3 blocks down, and this 3 blocks over, one of these must be a 3 blocking across. So we're going to have a 3 here or here. Not here, because one of these must be a 3. If we look at the 6s and the 5s, we can see that a 6 and a 5 block here. We can see that a 6 and a 5 block here, here, and here. And we can see that a 6 and a 5 block here. So it follows that these 2 squares must be a 6 and a 5. The 5 blocks over, giving me a 6 for this position and a 5 for this. These 2 6s block across, therefore we have a 6 here. Having found this 5, and we know that this 5 blocks across and this 5 blocks up, it's clear that this square must be a 5. We already discussed how one of these must be a 5. There's no reason to repeat that. This 5 blocks over, so we know that the 5 goes here. 8 and 9 block across, 8 and 9 go here. Therefore, these must be a 4 and a 7. We have 7s blocking up here and here. One of these must be a 7, but since one of these also must be a 7, we can reduce the candidate squares for a 7 in box 1 to just this square here. What else is missing across here? If these are 4 and 7, we still need to find a 1, 2, and a 3. And I don't know how to do that yet, but we need also a 3, 6, 8, and a 9 across here. This 3 and a 6 must go in 2 of these squares here, the 3 blocks up. So one of these is a 3, right? Since this 3 blocks across and one of these possible 3s blocks across, we can put a 3 in this square like so. Now we just need to deal with a 1, 2, and a 6 here. The 1 and the 2 block across. So here is a 6. The 1 blocks up. So here is a 2 and here is a 1. Now we have reduced these 2 empty squares to being, because these are a 4 and a 7, a 1 and a 2. We have a 1 blocking down and up and over. A 2, 3, 4, and an 8 here now. 2, 8. So this is a 3, 4. And this must be a 2, 8. We can do something for the 1s because this 1 blocks over and over. So here must go a 1. Well, we know that one of these must be a 3. So a 3 can't go here. Therefore, we have a 3 here or here. And a 2 and a 3 must share these 2 squares, I think. The last one is a 4, and we know nothing about the 4 at all. But I completely overlooked the 6 that must go in this place because of these 2 6s blocking these 5 squares. Oh well, Now the 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks across, this 6 blocks down, so a 6 goes here, and that gives me a 6 here. And therefore, this must be an 8. I think that was quite a good help. We might have something resembling a unique rectangle up here on 8s and 9s. I might have to get back to that later if I can't make any headway down here in the lower part of the puzzle. We have something in column 4, but it's very obscure. It really is very obscure, but let's try and explain what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this square being a 1 or a 2. I'm talking about this square being a 2 or a 4. And I'm talking about this square. It can only be a 1 or a 4 because the 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 are all attacking this square. So this square, and this square is a triple 1, 2, 4. It's even what we call, I think, a naked triple because there are no other digits in the squares that we need to consider. And that has some serious ramifications for this square. This square cannot be a 2 and it cannot be a 4 because it's not part of the 1, 2, 4 triple. Then it's got to be a 9. And these must be a 2, 4 twin. And finding this 9 gives us another 9 in the same chute here. We have the 9 blocking over and the 9 blocking over. One of these is a ghost 9 blocking down. So this must be the 9. And we are stuck with a 9 for one of these two squares here. And filling this square here with a 9 takes away a possible square for an 8. We know that one of these is an 8 blocking down. This 8 blocks here and here, and this 8 blocks here. So this is an 8. And we know that these had to be a 3 and a 4, and these are therefore a 2 and an 8. So we're left with a 2 that goes here. That means that these two squares have to be a 2 and a 4. The 2, of course, forces a 4 to go here, and the 2 goes here. And these must be a 9, 8, and a 5. Huh, can't solve those, can we? 5, 9. No, I don't think we can. That's annoying. But we came quite a ways now. Well, we've been dealing with a lot of 2s, haven't we? And we can get rid of another 2, I think. And because this 2 blocks across, this 2 blocks down. One of these must be a 2 blocking down. This 2 blocks down, and these 2s block here and here. So a 2 must go here. We found the 2. We still need a 1 for one of these 2 squares. The 4 can't go here, so we need a 4 here, here, or here. 8 can't go here. 8 can't go here or here. 8 must go here. Yes, so we could do something. And now we're just missing for a 1, 4, and a 5. The 1 and a 5 block here, so here's a 4, here's a 1 and a 5. The 5 blocks here, so here's a 1, and here's a 5. And I think we've licked it now. Got a 1 blocking up. We got a 1 blocking across and across, so a 1 must go here. But given the 8 now here, and this 5 blocking over, we know that this is a 5, and this therefore must be a 9. And that should help because 9 blocks down here, one of these 9s blocks down. Now this 9 blocks across. So a 9 goes here, 3, 7, 8 here. Possible 8 blocks down here, 8 blocks here, here's an 8. And that gives us an 8 here. This is a 4, 7. This is a 4, 7, except the 4 forces the 7 to go here, therefore a 7 here and a 4 here. And we can finally enter a 2 up here. That gives me a 4 here and a 2 here. 4 blocks down and across, here's a 4. The last square here must be a 3. That gives us a 3 here. Down here we need to find a 7, and therefore a 7 here. 8, 9, 8, 9, 8 blocks up, here's a 9, here's a 9, here's the 8, and here is an 8. Can we still not do anything about the 3, 4 here? No, but I think it won't take long now. Here, a 3, 7. 7 blocks down and across, 7 goes here, therefore here, and here's a 3. And now we have a 3 here and a 4 here. And here we have a 4. Here are 3 and a 2. The 2 blocks down, 3 here, 2 here. And here, the last number for today, that is a 3, goes here. Interesting puzzle today, not at all easy, but we could solve it with just logic and no knowledge of any patterns. And that is always a pleasure. Thank you for watching and bye for now.